We have abundant sun and wind and geothermal resources. The renewables are going to outcompete oil and gas, and we want to be positioned to take advantage of that.
Who's that candidate?
My name is Matthew McQueen. I'm running for State Land Commissioner.
It's Matthew McQueen.
Moving to the land office is just a natural evolution for me based on my background and my focus. I've been in the legislature for 12 years, and for the past 10 years, I've chaired the House Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources Committee. The biggest challenge of the land office is diversifying the revenue. We can do more renewable projects or even do housing projects like affordable housing on state trust land. I would like to see the state land office take equity positions in some of these projects. And I'd also like to take a look at reinvigorating sort of the land swap process. I've gotten some great endorsements to former land commissioners, the Sierra Club, the Jane Fund, the Climate PAC, the Environmental Justice Caucus of the Democratic Party of New Mexico, OK Wingay Pueblo, and just recently AFSCME, the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees.
Your predecessor, Stephanie Garcia Richard, how do you feel about her legacy?
She's been tremendously successful. I served with Stephanie in the State House, and I worked with her on the royalty rate bill. Her advice to me in that process was be bold. And I appreciate that. I think she has been bold. I think a lot of the dissatisfaction with the Democratic Party nationally is the lack of boldness.
Do you feel like you're bold enough to reach that primary voter?
I do. The Environmental Justice Caucus asked the 3 Democratic candidates if we would take oil and gas money, and I was the only candidate that said definitively no.
What is your position on the potential acquisition of P&M by Blackstone?
I am concerned. I personally would like to see the State Investment Council look at whether or not P&M is a good investment for the state of New Mexico. And I think it is. Public utilities get a 10% rate of return.
Do you support upholding your predecessor's decision to reject pipelines for Project Jupiter?
I do. I don't intend to come in and change any of the decisions that she's already made.
What do you think is the most underrated state park?
We went out to the City of Rocks State Park, and that place is so cool. It's just like these giant boulders.
Do you have a strategy for holding oil and gas companies accountable? For example, the orphaned well situation in the Permian Basin.
We expect them to pay a fair price. That's why we raise the royalty rate. We expect them to clean up their own messes, and we expect them to have enough assurance in place that when the company does go out of business, that it's the industry that's paying to cap and plug those wells, not the taxpayer.
Do you feel like the stakes have changed for renewable energy in New Mexico?
I personally believe the transition is primarily economic, not political. The renewables are going to outcompete oil and gas, and we want to be positioned to take advantage of that.